Alright, so what's up guys, and today in this video we have the all new iPad 10th generation, and we'll be looking at how it is and is it actually a good decision to buy this instead of the 9th generation, which is even cheaper than this particular iPad. Alright, so we'll quickly just slide the pull tabs. There we go. Keep it aside real quick. Again, so this is the 64GB version, iPad 10th generation, Wi-Fi only, and this is in the yellow color. So it was the new color. I thought, why not get the new version of the iPad itself. Alright, so I'll just pull the box up and let's see how it is. Ooh, there we go. It is actually wrapped in paper here, so this is typical Apple. There we go. This is the yellow color of the iPad. Looks beautiful in the hand. It isn't as saturated as shown on the website, but I mean it's fine. Alright, so let's see what else we get. So first things first. Oh, there we go. So we get a braided cable, which is type C to type C, because now with these iPads this is type C. They have eliminated lightning and they have finally switched to type C. I hope iPhone also gets to switch to type C in the future. But yeah, this is a braided cable and I really love it. I might just use this for my MacBook itself. Damn, it is beautiful. Alright, so that's the first thing, and then we also get a charger. This I believe is the 20-watt charger. Yep, should be the 20-watt. So yeah, we get these two things, and we also get a few things in the whatever this thing is called. Alright, so a few tips for the iPad. Nothing major, nothing important. I'll just quickly keep this aside and we'll focus on the iPad itself. Whew, damn, there we go. I just 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, there we go. I'll keep it as it is. Damn, it's beautiful. The yellow color looks so amazing. Alright, so I'll just quickly flip it over and let's power it on. Alright, so the power button is on the top here, but if you see, the camera here is on the top now. So I'll just quickly, let's see. There we go, it's on. It's beautiful. One of my friends has the iPad Air. It looks exactly like it, except for I think the display is still not laminated. We'll see how the display actually is. So I'll cover that in my full review. But for now, we'll just quickly. Okay. For now, we'll just quickly set it up. Alright. For some reason, I also got the same set up your iPad thing on my iPhone 13 Pro as well, which I'm recording from right now. So it stopped recording for some reason, but I mean it's fine. While typing, I can immediately notice how the non-laminated display feels. It doesn't feel good at all, but we'll see how it is in the long term. These are going to be just my initial impressions. I'm just taking you guys through the setup process on how the fingerprint sensor works and so on. So if I'm using it this way, I want my left finger to be here. So let's see. So the setup is just like the older iPhones, for example the iPhone 8. Alright, so you get the same animation here. Damn. Alright, so because it's a small surface, the fingerprint sensor, it's actually taking some time here for it to be set up. Let's see. Alright, continue. Alright, You can see on the top here where the fingerprint sensor is. It's like a very small surface. So yeah, you have to be very precise about where you put your finger. So alright, continue later in settings. Alright, for now I won't transfer anything. I'll put my Apple ID real quick. If it gets dim here for the video, the sun's setting, it's rainy outside today, so I can't really help it, but you have to bear with the video. Alright, so I'm going to customize this, continue, enable location services. I want all that stuff. Apple Pay I'll set up later in settings. Continue with Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, send a message. Hey Siri, how's the weather today? Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Hey Siri, play some music. Share, continue, share with Apple, developers, light theme. Alright, we are in. Oh damn, this feels really good. So I have not exclusively used iPad OS. Let's see if we have an update, because iPad OS got released like today. So yep, there we go. We have an update. So what OS is this on? Oh, it's iPad OS 16. Alright, not bad. So we do have a software update, and this is like a major software update which like updates a lot of things behind the scenes. So I'm gonna do that later, but for now it's just initial impressions. I am so used to the 120 Hertz display on the iPhone 14 Pro that it is really difficult to go back to a 60 Hertz display, which this iPad has. Alright, so let's quickly see. So we have 4 stereo speakers on, like 2 on each side. So that's it should be pretty loud. A lot of things I'll be testing in the full review, because a lot of things are not enabled by default on iOS 16. Once I update to 16.1, that's when a lot of things like Stage Manager, the new collaborative notebook and everything will be enabled on the iPad itself. I don't think this iPad supports it, because I think this has the A14 Bionic chip, which is an older chip. So I don't think we get all the new features of the iPad OS, but we get a few. So that's actually very fine with me. But yeah, I mean, initial impressions, the display is beautiful. I have actually seen the display on the iPad Air, which is again a bit better than this, because this one is not laminated, so when you touch it you can actually feel the difference between a glass display and something that is not laminated. So if this is a deal breaker for you, I don't think you should buy it. You should spend a little more and go for the iPad Air, or if you want to save money, you can go for the cheaper iPad 9th generation. Or else you can also find refurbished Apple iPad Airs for the same price as this one is on the Apple Refurb store. So yeah, I mean, it all depends on how much you want to spend on an iPad. So as I said, we have the fingerprint sensor here on the top. The volume buttons are here on the side. We have 2 speakers here, 2 speakers here, and on the bottom we actually have a new connector for the Magic Keyboard. So if you look closely here, we have the 3 connectors here for the Magic Keyboard, which costs like $250. So I honestly wouldn't recommend getting the keyboard for the iPad here, because if you're spending so much, might as well get a MacBook Air or an iPad Air. So yeah, I mean, that's on you, but we have the connector for the Magic Keyboard. Again, as I said, on the bottom here we have USB Type-C. On the back, as you can see, this is the yellow color, and it actually looks very beautiful. On the bottom here it says iPad now. I think it was different before, and we now have an updated camera, which is a 12 megapixel camera. I don't know what's the use of camera on an iPad, but people do use it. I have seen my friends scanning documents with this iPad, writing on it, and so on. Alright, so another thing that I wanted to show you guys is the new camera, new front facing camera. So if I open the camera app real quick, let me find it, and if I just switch, as you can see, you finally have the camera on the center here, which is not here but here. And I really appreciate it because you usually hold your iPad like this for video calls, and having a camera here on top is like the basic thing that a tablet should have. But the only thing you compromise here is with the Apple Pencil, because iPad Pros support the Apple Pencil second generation, which they have like a connector here, a magnetic connector here on the top here for the pencil to charge. But because now the camera has been moved from here to here, you cannot get the connector for the Apple Pencil 2, which is why this iPad still supports the first generation of Apple Pencil. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of that move, but I mean, you win some, you lose some. So you decide what you want. If you want to charge your Apple Pencil on your iPad, you get some other iPad. But if you're okay with the camera placement here, you still can buy this iPad, and you will be able to use the Apple Pencil 1 just fine with this. I have personally not used the first generation Apple Pencil with any iPad, but I have used the second generation with the iPad Air, which is like very smooth. So I don't know how it will work on this non-laminated display, but I think the experience won't matter that much. It's only the fact that you can't charge it on your iPad. You have to buy a separate connector for it, separate adapter for it actually. Alright, so I mean, that is pretty much it for this video. I will be making a full review of this iPad after like a week of use. But if you have any questions regarding this iPad, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be clearing out all the doubts that you guys have in my full review. Alright, so for now that is pretty much it. If you have any questions regarding this iPad in this video, you can anyway leave it down in the comment section, and I'll be replying to you guys as I get the time, because as you can see, I do have my midterm project submission on 29th. So yeah, I mean, for now that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.